Welcome to Rules of Evidence. Here's your mnemonic, very silly clown act. So that is V for valid, silly, sufficient, current is clown, and authentic is act. So just a fun way to remember it. And welcome, this is National Corporate Training. I'm Emily Gunkelman. And we're just going to talk about validity in terms of the rules of evidence. So this is according to the SNR and the AKTF in the Australian regulations here for Vocational Education and Training. And when we're talking about validity, it's that evidence that you're getting in from your candidate. So it might be an answer that they give you when you ask them a verbal question. It might be the performance that you're observing in front of you as you fill in your observation checklist. Whatever it might be, the evidence that that candidate's giving you has got to tick off on these 4 rules. So that evidence has to be valid. Meaning, okay, and this again goes back to when we've talked about in other videos, your familiarity with your units of competency. So the more familiar you are with your unit of competency and what the performance criteria, what the required skills and knowledge and all that, and if this video is still online even after the new training packages come out with the new format of the new units of competency, it'll still be performance criteria, but we might be using the word performance instead of skills. So regardless if you're talking about the assessment guidelines or the unit of competency, you've got to get your head around what competency looks like, what it sounds like. You know, how do you know competency when you see it at that appropriate AKTF level? So if you're doing a Cert 2 in something, you have a level 2 unit of competency, or you have a level 4 unit of competency, right? You're looking at it through those eyes. So you want to see their competency matching that level in the context of what the unit says. So this is where, and this is just something that I sort of say in class, is where the rubber kind of meets the road as an assessor, because I know I've been in this situation where I'll get some evidence in, maybe it's from usually short answer questions, and I'll read their answer, and I'll be like, yeah, it's true, you know, some of it's true, but it's not quite what the unit's looking for. It's not quite industry standard. It's not quite showing the depth of insight or understanding that I know the units and this qualification would require for them to display. So I won't accept it. So it's got to go back to the candidate and say, look, can you expand on that? Or maybe I'll ask them some verbal questions around their knowledge about the particular topic, because it's not quite valid. The answer I'm getting is just not quite what I'm looking for. So this kind of hinges on you asking yourself, what kind of trainer, what kind of assessor do you want to be? And knowing, having that standard inside your mind as you are going through and assessing people's work and going, is this valid, is this valid, and the integrity that you have within yourself to know that the validity of their answers matches industry, matches what the units of competency are saying that they want, right? So the obvious part of